How does a car that started as an affordable, stylish runabout for college kids in the 1960s evolve into a $300,000 carbon fiber track monster aiming to dethrone European supercars? Over the last 60 years, hundreds of automotive nameplates have come and gone, but one hasn't just survived, it has continuously defined American car culture. Today we're looking at the story, the business strategy, and the incredible staying power of the Ford Mustang, and how it evolved from a budget coupe to a world-class supercar. To understand how far the Mustang has traveled, we have to go back to its debut at the 1964 New York World's Fair. At the time, Ford executive Lee Iacocca saw a massive demographic shift happening. The baby boomers were coming of age, and they absolutely did not want to drive their parents' massive traditional sedans. They wanted something sporty, stylish, and most importantly, attainable. Ford's brilliant move was taking the humble, economical chassis of the Ford Falcon and wrapping it in a long hood, short deck body that looked incredibly exotic. But the real genius was the options list. You could buy a bare-bones, economical 6-cylinder commuter for getting to work, or you could check a few boxes and build a V8-powered weekend racer. It was the ultimate expression of personal freedom and customization. Ford created an entirely new market segment, the pony car, and sold over 400,000 units in its first year. The Mustang wasn't just a car, it was a cultural phenomenon that democratized performance. But catching lightning in a bottle once doesn't keep a brand alive for 6 decades. The secret to the Mustang's longevity is its ruthless ability to adapt to its era. When the late 60s demanded brute force, the Mustang bulked up into a heavy-hitting muscle car with iconic track-ready variants like the Boss 302 and the Mach 1. But then the 1970s oil crisis hit. Gas prices skyrocketed, and massive V8s were suddenly a massive liability. Ford's response was the Mustang too. While modern purists sometimes criticize it for being small and underpowered, it was exactly the right car for a difficult moment. It was fuel efficient, nimble, and sold remarkably well, effectively saving the nameplate from extinction. In the 80s and 90s, the famous Fox body era brought the Mustang back to its accessible performance roots with the legendary 5.0-liter engine. Fast forward to 2005, and Ford completely reset the styling with a retro-futuristic design that kicked off a modern muscle car war. And by 2015, the Mustang finally adopted independent rear suspension, transforming it from a straight-line bruiser into a genuine global sports car. Generation after generation, Ford recognized when the market was shifting and forced the Mustang to evolve. Which brings us to today, and the ultimate proof of how far this nameplate can stretch. The Ford Mustang GTD. When Ford greenlit the GTD, they weren't just building a fast car, they were making a massive statement about engineering credibility. Born alongside the new Mustang GT3 race car, the GTD is essentially a street-legal supercar wearing a Mustang suit. We are talking about a car that features a supercharged V8 targeting over 800 horsepower, a rear-mounted transaxle for near-perfect 50-50 weight distribution, a carbon fiber body, and an inboard pushrod suspension system. It is designed to conquer the Nürburgring in under 7 minutes, but why take a populist hero like the Mustang into the $300,000 plus stratosphere of European exotics? It's all about the halo effect. Ford is using the GTD to prove on the global motorsport stage that American engineering can run wheel to wheel with the best from Porsche, Ferrari, and Aston Martin. They are taking the Mustang racing at Le Mans and Daytona, and the GTD is the road-going flagship of that effort. From a business standpoint, creating an unreachable ultimate Mustang casts a powerful glow over the entire lineup. The enthusiast buying a standard Mustang GT, or even a base 4-cylinder EcoBoost, feels a shared DNA with that world-beating GTD. It elevates the entire brand's prestige without abandoning its core identity. So what is the ultimate through line? How does a single nameplate stretch from a 1964 World's Fair darling to a modern carbon fiber track weapon? The answer is emotional branding and incredible elasticity. The Mustang isn't boxed in by strict rules about what it has to be, so long as it captures a specific feeling. Ford realized early on that they weren't just selling steel, rubber, and glass. They were selling an aspirational lifestyle. The magic of the Mustang is that it can be everything from a $30,000 a daily driver to a six-figure exotic, and both extremes still feel authentically Mustang. It has survived because it acts as a mirror to car culture. It reflects what drivers want in any given decade, offering a canvas for personal expression that never loses its distinctly American attitude. The Mustang has never been just a car. It's an evolving idea. And whether you prefer the classic rumble of a 1960s fastback or the track-shattering technology of the new GTD, the pony is clearly still running strong. As a quick reminder, specs, pricing, and production numbers mentioned in today's video are approximate and subject to verification at the time of viewing. Now I'd like to hear your thoughts. What do you think gives the Mustang its unique character? And do you own one Mustang? Let me know in the comments below, hit the subscribe button for more in-depth automotive content, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for sticking around to the end.